back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta for T&V Small Critter Rescue. Last episode we entered into the Cleft of Dimension, and we stopped here at the save point, and we made a save because we don't want to encounter this robot here. So basically we just want to stay away from it, and as long as we both don't try to step on the same square that it is going on to, or get up to it and press the A button, we'll be able to avoid it, so we snuck past it there. Yeah, the secret of Gigaflare. The magic leaves a moment of vulnerability during preparation. And that's a clue for one of the bosses later on. And this talks about Omega, the one without a heart, and the dragon god Shinryu. And they basically said that, yeah, not even the 12 weapons could stand up against them. Omega is that robot that we just saw out there. Shinryu will be later on in the dungeon in a treasure chest. So, you've made it this far, but your lives are already up. They were gone the instant you flipped the dimensional switch in this book. So yeah, it looks like it's a dead end here, but once you open this book and defeat this boss who looks like Biblos, if you head out the door, you'll be taken to a different area. You'll be taken to the Sky Castle. That's like basically the largest area in this dungeon. Quite a few bosses and mini-bosses there, so... This is a panda. He is weak to fire, so that's why I had all my characters, Faris and Lenna, who can use the magic sword. I had them use the Fire 3. Unfortunately, it's not going to do anything against this guy, because for some reason my guys have really bad accuracy, and they just decide to keep missing, and Faris refuses to do the sword dance. So, yeah, I just got really bad RNG here, and just keep missing. But that's okay. We managed to take him out with a combination of Cara and TNV's holy spells. Both doing pretty good damage there. So, 5 or 6 depending on how well they roll. We'll finish him off. But yeah, we'd be doing like 9,999 if there was if either Faris did a sword dance, or TNV, or not TNV, or Lenna decided to hit a panda. But I'm saying TNV there because TNV just got hit with a blue magic hammer, which took away half his hit point, half his magic points. So if you're really, really low on magic, one thing you could do is you can always go back to the save point. You'd have to avoid Omega, but you can heal up there. But there's going to be another save point coming up in the castle area. The only problem with that save point is, in order to make the save point appear, it's guarded by a boss. So you have to defeat that boss first. Defeating bosses? Well, we just did that to a panda there. And now, as long as we keep the book open, if we head to the south, we'll get into that castle area. The final boss in the castle area, he charges this attack called Gigaflare, and when he uses that, just like that book said, he becomes vulnerable. He becomes vulnerable to instant death attacks, so like Odin, the break spell, all of them will work on him when he's charging after the Gigaflare. So it's basically like he lowers his defenses to have like the ultimate offense. But that's your little clue there to take him out more easy than normal. If you had a thief in your party or someone with the who are using a freelancer or mime and have the thief class mastered, you'll be able to see the passages here, but they're pretty obvious. Now we're getting all these sword dances that we weren't getting against the boss, but it's good to get the sword dances here, because these guys are kind of annoying, the ninjas. They're fast, have really good evasion, so... And then see, they use that image, so now they're even evading things even better now. Because they'll avoid physical attacks, or 2 physical attacks. That's why I didn't have Lenna attack there, I just had to use the terrain. Because they can't avoid magic attacks. Strong single target throwing star. this way. Got one more little invisible walkway I can't go through. And here at like the main castle, this is gonna be like I said, the largest area. So we're going to want to clear out the left side here first. Gotta kind of loop around here. So there's like a weapons thing here, but there's nothing in there. The castle is very symmetrical. So like pretty much what's on the left side is going to be the same thing on the right side. Got a Thor's hammer. Can't use that because you don't have a berserker. And to the right here is going to be a weapons, well not an armor shop. Not an armor shop, but just like storage of armors with nothing in it. So now to advance, we have to go down into the basement. If you try to go straight up, what happens is there's a door, and you can only open it from the other side. So it's a shortcut to get back to the basement where the save point is. But before we go to the basement, there's some treasure chests that we want to get over onto the right. So we're going to head over there first. Take out these enemies here. All kind of annoying. This is where some of the enemies get really, really annoying. So they have good evasion. The death claws there use the death claw ability, which reduces you down to single hit points. And those sword dancers hit pretty hard. So it's a pretty bad combination of the death claws and sword masters. We take them out. We got lucky with quite a few sword dances of our own. See up on this side we got we got armor here. I'm gonna go head over this way to get another treasure chest. Not that we really need it, but like I said, we're getting that 100%. So running shoes, we already have a full set of running shoes. We already got them. We're gonna get another set of shoes in another treasure box, the red shoes, and they're another one of those dancing equipments that you can equip on your character to increase the chance of doing sword dance. So just gonna show off here. You go up here, and you'll see there's a door. Can't open it. There's a button beyond that door that opens it, but you have to get it from the other side. So here we are in the basement. All those wizards are basically going to be random encounters like a mini-boss. But the first thing you want to do before you do anything is you want to get over this guy over here. Make sure you heal up. Because if you say that you're the Warriors of Crystals, well, he's going to attack you. This is Apocalypse. And he is basically like a blue mage. He pretty much uses most of the blue magic spells in the game. He's also interesting in that if you use blue magic on him and he doesn't know it, he will learn that spell. So he's just like a blue mage. You hit him with a blue magic spell and he don't know it, he learns it. So one of the cheap ways you can defeat this guy is if you have the self-destruct blue magic spell. You learn from like a grenade type enemy. You can use self-destruct on him, he'll learn the spell, and then later on he will use it himself and just defeat himself. But we're instead just going to beat him down with the bio swords. We get a few sword dances with the bio sword, and he'll fall very quickly. So the main thing we want to do is finish this guy off first, because like I said, he guards the save point. Before we start taking off all those wizard mini-bosses, and there's another big boss in one of the cells, you definitely want that save point. You don't want to have all this work go to waste. So you just use Big Guard on himself. You use the Dispel spell to remove that Big Guard, because that gives him the shell and float, shell, and safe on himself. And now it just basically reduce the damage it would do. So remove that. There's status buffs on him, and then he falls easily to the Sword Dance BIOS. And defeating him gets us a save point. So we're going to save our game here. And we're going to go start clearing out some of these mini-bosses. So we'll clear out these ones first. All these guys, once you defeat them, they turn into their true form here. So it turns into this like dragon, like the boss of Blanca Runes. But there's sometimes they won't transform, but I think you have to hit them with like an instant death spell, like you stone them or petrify them, or hit them with like Odin's Zangetsu attack. And then he won't transform. But these guys ain't too bad. They're really slow. The main thing is that they use that Maelstrom, and if you don't heal, then they might hit you again and knock out your characters. But as you see, they're very slow, so you should be able to heal before they get another attack in. So not too much to worry about. They are kind of defensive though, because they just absorb so much stuff, so terrain is going to be pretty useless against them, because they absorb pretty much everything. So I'm just going to fast forward these battles here. Flare and Holy are non-elemental, so I'm not worried about using the Flare Sword or Holy against them, because like I said, they only absorb the elements. So Holy and Flare will still do decent damage to them. And of course the Sword Dance does a bunch of damage. So there's the red shoes. Only people who are dancers or who have the equipped ribbon ability can use them shoes. But it's another one of those pieces of equipment that replaces the Tempting Tango with the Sword Dance. So this door to the north is locked. In order to get into it, you have to talk with this eyeball. And this eyeball, an easy way to defeat him is if you have the float spell. You have somebody cast float on themselves before the battle, and then you have a wall ring equipped. And he basically just wants to hit you with this Earth Shaker attack. And if any of your characters is floating, he'll use this gravity spell to pull you down into the ground so he can hit you with the quake. But if you have a Reflector Ring, he's going to cast that gravity spell on you. It's going to reflect back on him, and it'll never pull you down. And so he's just going to keep, his AI is just going to keep trying to pull you down so he can hit you with the Earthquake attack. But he'll never be able to do that because the gravity spell just gets reflected back onto him. So he's another one of those like glass cannon bosses. You know, he doesn't have a lot of hit points. Take care of him easy, but he does a lot of damage himself. Basically, if he hits you twice with that Earthquake attack, he's gonna defeat your party. So, but we got lucky, got some sword dances there, and finished him off before we get a second Earthquake in on us. And there's a maiden here, and she was trapped with that monster. She gives us a kiss. That's going to play a role a little bit later, but we're gonna make it backfire. So. Back up this way. This is going to get us to the top area of the castle, where we can get to that. I'll show off that shortcut then. But first, we're going to head over to the left, get some treasure over here. Yeah, this side does not. Well, it leads into the basement, but it doesn't. There isn't an access. We're going to see we're back in the basement, but there's no way to get out this side. So yeah. Cell there is locked. So you get a really good knife here. It's basically like the second best knife in the game beyond the chicken knife. So the man-eater, but only dancers can use it. It's another special dancer equipment. So we're gonna give that to Faris, and then we'll give the chicken knife here to Lenna. And that'll just we'll keep her with the dance ability. We'll give her the dance ability, so now she can hopefully do chicken knife dances with sword dance. Give her the Aegis shield. It has a little less defensive power than the elemental shields, but the good thing is, with that is, it has a chance to potentially block magic attacks. I think there's a 33% chance that if an enemy attacks you with magic, the magic spell will fail. So here we are. We're back in. We're in this new room here now. Now to the north is the way we want to get out of here. But if we head to the south here, we hit this button, and that opens up these doors. But the door will close right behind us, so if we went back up there again, the door will be closed. So, yeah, you can't open the shortcut permanently. And head back this way, and we have a little bit of time, so before we save the game again, I'm just going to off-screen defeating all those enemies. There's a rainbow suit, We already have that equipped on Faris because we got a lucky steal from one of the enemies in the Phoenix Tower. Once again, replaces Tempting Tango with a Sword Dance, so it just increases doubles the chance of Sword Dance coming up. So we'll need to rely on that Sword Dance coming up because we have a few new enemies that we still have to farm in this castle, and we also have 2 more boss monsters to deal with, and we'll be dealing with them in our next episode where we finish off this castle and then head into the void. So take care, have a good one, see you in the next episode. Bye.